Hello everyone, welcome back in my class. Let us continue with the topic, that is demand. As you have already studied the meaning of demands and different types of demand, I have already told you. I gave you the introduction of the chapter. Now we will further continue with the topic. Let us continue. Now let's see determinants of demand. That means what are the factors which determine demand? Why we demand any product? What are the factors which determine the demands of the product? So let us see one by one. The very first one is price of product. So the price of product determines the demand. Second, income of consumer. Third, price of related goods. Related goods are of two types, complementary and substitute, as we have discussed in complementary demand also. Taste and preferences, advertising, consumers' expectations of future income and price, growth of economy, seasonal conditions, and last but not the least, population. So these are the determinants of demand. One thing you all can do when I make a video and I explain you the topic, you can sit with the pen and pencil and a notebook. You can note it down if you find it helpful. So let's see the next slide. Now you can see demand schedule. As we have already studied demand, you came across the meaning of demand. What is quantity demanded? Quantity demanded refers to the specific quantity which is demanded at possible prices, at a specified particular prices. Now we are going to see the relationship between price and demand. That is what demand schedule. Demand schedule refers to the tabular representation of price and demand. You can see a table like a structure here, and here you can see the price which is in dollars as well as quantity demanded at different prices. So point that I will tell later what is it. For now you can see $4 when price was $4, quantity demanded was 10. $3 quantity demanded 20. $2 quantity demanded 30. $1 quantity demanded 40. What does it show? It shows that when price is high, quantity demand is less, and as the price get reduced, quantity demanded get increased. So when price was lowest, that was 1, quantity demand was highest, that is 40, and when price was maximum, that is 4, quantity demanded was lowest, 10. So these are the points which you will see as a graphical representation. Now we are going to see the graphical representation of the same schedule. Okay, demand curve. What is demand curve? You have studied right now demand schedule. Demand schedule is the tabular representation of price and quantity demanded. When the same thing is represented in a geometrical form or graphical form, it is called demand curve. So the geometrical representation of demand schedule is called the demand curve. That means you are going to see the relationship between price and quantity demanded in graphical form. Now let's have a look here. This is price mentioned here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here the quantity demanded is mentioned on different prices. Now quantity demanded was 10, 20, 30, 40, you have seen earlier. When price was 1, quantity demanded was highest 40. When price was 2, quantity demanded was 30. When price was 3, quantity demanded was 20, and when price was 4, quantity demanded was 10. As I told you all, when price was higher, quantity demanded was least. So likewise you can see when price was 4, quantity demanded was 10, that is A point. When it was 3, quantity demanded is 20, that is point B. When price was 2, quantity demanded was 30, that is point C. And when price was 1, that is minimum price, quantity demand was maximum, that is 40, point D. So this is what demand curve, which slopes downward. Demand curve slopes downward. It is because when price is high, quantity demanded is less. That means there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. So that is why demand curve slopes downward. Now that demand curve was working on law of demand. What is law of demand? You have studied various laws, Newton's law, gravitation's law, etc., etc. Now let us see in economics one most important law, that is law of demand. Law of demand says as the price of good rises, quantity demanded of that goods falls. That means when price of good rises, quantity demanded of that goods falls, as you have seen in schedule as well as its representation in graphical form. As the price of good falls, when the price of good falls, quantity demanded certainly rises. So quantity demanded of that good rises. Now there is a term ceteris paribus. What is meaning of ceteris paribus? Ceteris paribus means everything is constant. That means here only price is a factor which is working, other thing is constant. We have discussed many determinants. Okay, seasonal changes, population, etc. That all is constant, only price is working here. So that is why it is ceteris paribus. So students, I am ending here for now. We will continue with the topics further in my next video. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching it. Thank you.